Blue has arrived, so thank you guys for being very prompt, and thank you to the 58 viewers who came out tonight. This has actually been a very good showing of the tournament today. And yes, Ryukasim is a Hakumen player. That is correct. And Blue does have a Jin.
I called it.
And
student of all the Shotos.
Yep. And we're having a match of facing thyself. So will the real Jin Kisaragi please stand up? Let's see, and Hakumen's definitely got a very unique playstyle that he doesn't have too many conversions without meter, but even his small conversions hurt, and he has that. While Jin, he's able to convert even off the smallest of things into a pretty decent damage, and the more meter he has, the better his chances are.
Well, see, the thing is that with Hakumen, he can explode if he's got the resources. His damage output is almost unrivaled if he has everything he needs.
Very true. While Jin can be very consistent with his damage throughout the entire match. Okay, right now, very nice. No conversion off that, unfortunately. Ooh, counter hit 3C. That can hurt. That's 3K right there. Potentially 4. Oh, that's 4K. Potentially 5K. Or missed the EA, unfortunately. And like you said, no, he has resources. He can just run over people. Oops.
Yeah, see, Hakumen does not care if he touches you when he has full Magatama. It is his turn, and it is gonna stay his turn.
Okay, be careful, Blue. He has. Oh, he's going for the unblockable. Woo! Nice. And Jin's like to throw too. That's another thing that's annoying about Hakumen is that the stack of pressure is godly too.
Well, I think if it wasn't godly, his pressure would be very empty and you wouldn't have any real reason to fear him.
True.
Because you would know that his pressure is fake, and then you combine that with the fact that, most of what his damage comes from is counter or one good solid hit.
And a whiff DP by Blue will kill him right there. Alright, Ryukasim making a strong showing in that round. Got anti-poke from a 2A. Or sorry, no, an anti-air poke. Very interesting. Nice jump. Trying to go for the resets, and a purple throw or TR. How the hell does that work? Going overdrive. Here's the explosion right here. And on top of that, he's also building a ton of meter as he's doing it, and that will kill. I knew that was the EA version because of the stall, but ow, that hurt. Was not expecting that to kill. Hello? You there, Legion?
Oh, my apologies. Sorry.
Yeah, but Blue had a good, strong start in the first round, but unfortunately just kept getting caught. Ryukasim's 3C, I believe.
In my experience playing against Hakumens, it kind of always comes down to you have to fake them out. Because if you do not, and they can predict where you're going to go, they will counter and they will get their damage for your cost.
Pretty much. You have to every time I fight a Hakumen, he forces me to change my playstyle all the time because you just gotta. You see the gap? Drive. You get predictable? Drive.
See, and that's what makes it really, really odd that you have to take into consideration, because characters like Hakumen, Tager, Bullet, characters where you legitimately have to change your entire approach to them, or also Amane as well. You can throw him in there. Those are characters where you have to play your character a lot differently until you confirm before you can get your game plan going.
Sitting with my S, and on top of all that big old sword of his, yeah, that's a pure hitbox. There's no hurt box attached to that thing. And they're trying to forcing the burst on Blue, and Blue's trying to get, there you go, mashes out there, and okay, does not get the.
And he switched to Naoto, so I want to know if he thinks he's more confident with Naoto in this particular matchup or in general.
I don't want to say in general, but let's see what happens. Not to mention, Hakumen is definitely on a higher level of HP.
And damage output.
So it's going to take a while to whittle away at that bar, and you don't want to get touched, especially with Blue being that. Yeah, very nice. He knows that after Akito, it's still his turn, even you block it. Six-piece stomp. Oh!
That's gonna make it. He's gonna call it. It's gonna cost him.
Yeah, not as much as he could have, though. Even got the counter soul, but enhanced DP, gain all the damage you can get.
Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about when fighting against Hakumen. It's if you can't hit him with a lot of damage, take what you can get, and then go back.
Get out of range and rethink your approach.
Exactly. So
very nice throw.
If you can only get like 2K, just take your 2K.
He drops it. Oh! Not quite the active flow version, so he's gonna get one more chance. Whew. Wasn't sure how that was gonna go. But there's his Dragon Punch. And Ryukasim will take that 2-0.
その腕、魔がき力。